Exclamation, everybody, and welcome back to the Turing test. Now, I was enjoying this game so much when I did my little side quest video of it. I thought, you know what, let's play some more of it. I don't know if I'll play through the entire game because, again, puzzle games and me don't usually go hand in hand. But I've been enjoying it a lot to this point, and I've been making some good progress. So I thought, hey, you know what, let's just play a few more hour or more of it, whatever the case may be. So, picking up where we left off, if you're wondering what episode 1 was, it's the side quest video on this, and then we're just going to pick up from there. I'm not going to start over again, just going to keep on moving forward and see what there is to be seen here. Now, we've got this light bridge, and we've got this power attached to that little, conduit there, or whatever you want to call it. Which gives it, the light bridge, enough power to run for a little while. So what I want to do is very quickly grab that, throw it up there, and run. There we go. And now we are through this puzzle. Excellent. Not quite as hard as I thought it would be.
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
Tom, you're sounding a bit crazy pants now. Okay, so that breaks that connection. All right, got it. So, I went back after I finished the recording last time, and I looked up the ASCII chart for that video screen that we saw at the very beginning, and it says over and over and over again, "I'm a real boy." It says over and over again. So apparently, Pinocchio is around here somewhere, from what I can tell. I have a feeling that our buddy AI Tom, that the AI that branched off of him down here is passed too close to sun, or basically is becoming sentient, and that we are somehow I get the feeling like he has okay, so we have to complete the circuit. So I get the feeling that he has purposely brought us down here, not with the blessing of the ISA, and has done so in order to make us has done so in order to make us complete these tests so that he can learn from us, and in so doing become sentient. And I think that's the whole point of what's going on here, is that this is all a ruse, and he just he's using us so that he can now become a human and do what humans do. So I have a feeling that is what's going on.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
Captain Daniel McLean. This door is quite jammed. I see pictures of him and his son, it looks like. Then we got the bathroom here. Notice, I can't read that. I do not see the need for so many cameras. Tom's presence everywhere is slightly oppressive. I understand the need for transparency, but why is he in the toilets? Okay. So they're objecting to his ever-presence everywhere. Dr. Sarah Brooke and Chris McLean. Oh, what is this? So, Chris McLean, are you dead in there? No? Alright, well, he's apparently a hockey fan. And there's the family. Nothing on TV, it looks like. Zero temperature levels. Tom comes. Okay, so he's got like a little station set up for himself. What is this? Oh, he's a drinker. Okay. I was wondering. So Canuck. A Canuck. And he's got his puck. A Canuck with a puck. Go figure. What is that? Who's that signed by? Bo? bowl? I have no idea who assigned that. And he's got Rizzolo capsules. Prescription only. I don't know what those are. Something fake, obviously. He's got cups around here. He's got more pictures on the back. No. And drilling reports. Yeah, this guy's all business, right? But I guess when you're out here by yourself, you would be all business. And okay, so he has torn a page apart. Me and Dan, 24. Okay, so he doesn't like his brother, I guess. Seems what that's going on there. And he's got a geode and a baseball bat. Man, this guy really, he's into all the sports, I guess. I guess he's the jock of the family. Tom Touch 05. Alright. And his chair's knocked over. And we got Dr. Sarah Brooke. What do you have? You have pictures of flowers, okay. Dog picture. What is this? What is that? I have no idea what that is. None whatsoever. I was going to say it looked like a little bit of a tripod, but that's not, or the top of a tripod, but look at it. Look at this. She's got all our pencils like lined up. Oh boy. We got a neat freak over here. What does this say? Dear Tom, knowing that you're always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. As you no longer reside in my mind, I've decided to transfer my thoughts to text. I want to do so in the form of a history lesson. A lesson that perhaps you'll find condescending, but it's likely more for my sake than yours. Alan Turing is considered a father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. Perhaps a lesser-known part of his life was his contributions to the field of biology. Why do you suppose his interest lay in these two disparate fields? I assume it was because he believed the world to be logical and understandable. He was a mathematician. He seemed to believe that the great complexity of the universe could be explained with simple rules. 2 years before his suicide in 1952, Alan Turing developed something called reaction diffusion systems. Inside the academic world, this work is cited more than his work on computers. It can be generally formalized as a one-line equation. Let's see if I can read this. Omega T to Q equals D delta squared Q plus R to Q. I don't think I've properly said that. I'm not even familiar with that equation, honestly. I'm no mathematician. However, in plain English, this equation describes things that wish to diffuse. However, also react with each other during the process. I'm sure this sounds strange to you, or at least tangential to our lives here on Europa. What relevance does it have to anything here? Reaction diffusion systems will show how patterns are created. They show how the leopard got its spots and how the zebra got its stripes. But my real interest here is Turing's interest, that nature can be formalized, that we can understand the natural world in mathematical terms. Turing created the test to answer the question, can a machine impersonate a human? The intrigue behind that being, can the human mind be simulated by a machine? Why ask that question? To prove that the human mind is a machine? I'm not sure that is Turing's opinion. However, concerning consciousness, he states this. According to the most extreme form of this view, the only way by which one could be sure that a machine thinks is to be the machine and to feel oneself thinking. One could then describe these feelings to the world, but of course no one would be justified in taking any notice. Likewise, according to this view, the only way to know that a man thinks is to be that particular man. If the human mind exists within the physical world, it obeys the same rules of physics and chemistry as every other thing in the world. Therefore, like all of nature, it is merely reactive. It is curious that nature would create, through the mechanics of determination, creatures that believe they have free will. Conversely, I suppose, if we conclude that we are all machines, we only came to this conclusion in a predetermined manner. We cannot claim credit for our discovery, as it is just a product of nature's genius, not our own. A humbling idea, I think, behaviorism. Maybe we are more similar than we think. Sarah. Food for thought there, my friends. What does this say? Strange thermals on the west side of the crater. She's left herself a little post-it note. She's got her post-it notes all lined up and everything. Like, all her stuff is, like, super neat. And, ooh, how's this? Telometers. That's the, whatchamajoosit? DNA strands. The length of DNA strands, I meant. And she's got some rosary beads. Alright. Not judgmental at all. Anything here? I say book. They're all just random books. She's got some empty test tubes. Yeah, she's speakers, everything. Yeah, everything's like just perfect and neat and lined up and not a thing of extra. I mean, she's got a picture, got a couple pictures, but nothing really to personalize this area. And she's got a shovel, which seems like it'd be an interesting thing to carry around with me. But she hasn't really, beyond those two pictures, she hasn't really personalized her area at all. It's not like the captain did over there. Captain Daniel McLean. Right. Oh, so Daniel McLean and Chris McLean. Okay, so they are brothers, and they just hate each other now, apparently. All right, that's strange. Mikhail Torev and Dr. Soshi Yu. Let's look at Mikhail there. All right, he's got the same capsules. I don't know if they're supposed to be anti-radiation capsules or what they are. He's also got a dog. And what is that? What is that? Is that model glue? I have no idea what that is. Is that paints? Might be paint. Yeah, he's got like paint brushes here. Is he a painter? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, so that was like turpentine then, or paint or whatever. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay. What did you write? Journal. Mikhail Tokarev, MD. March 6, 2249. The whole team experienced nausea during a large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I am concerned. This was not an instance of mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of the crew. I am reporting to ISA. March 7th. I reported the nauseous incident to the ISA. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That is ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel ill. I am going to experiment with some shock therapy. Oh, okay, sure. March 8th. I've discovered that electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. I have contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. Yeah, because he would lose track of us. March 9th. The ISA have reported back informing me that I'm not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me not to discuss this further with the team. I assume that's some kind of Russian curse there or something. I am continuing to investigate. March 11th. I have been running some experiments outside of Tom's view. I can tell he knows this. He has been acting differently around me, like an offended child. I feel increasingly nauseous. These implants seem to have neural connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. March 16th. I have established a definite correlation. Against my knowledge, I have been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I used my opportunities in regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation. March 26. I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly. I cannot think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I think I am going to attempt an excision. I'm going to remove this implant. April 4th. I am typing with my left hand now. The excision went wrong. I have successfully removed the implant. Unfortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom is very angry. The crew refused to talk to me. Apparently I'm a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. April 5th. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbance of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. April 6th. Dan informed me ISA have called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I'm going to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It does not help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. April 7th. I have discovered the nature of the implant. It is a complex computer. It interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interface crudely with motor neuron cells through the cerebellum. It is my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant, that their strong aversion to helping me, I need a method of suppressing its impact. Perhaps a drug. Rosaloo? Maybe an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects, combined with a strong electromagnetic field? I could use one of the industrial electromagnets from the construction robots. Oh, that's why everybody has those pills, huh? April 8th. I have managed to get Chris on my side. He has agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. It'll be more difficult one-handed, but I must persevere. I'm hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, though I have a feeling he will still be listening. Okay. So, madness. Total madness. Also, ooh, that went completely clear when I went to pick it up. Okay. What do you got in here? Just a regular medical kits, some gauze and stuff. Okay, and a needle, of stuff. All right. Was this just a thermos? Okay. Okay then. And then we've got Dr. Soshi Tao. All right. Well, she's got more stuff. She has personalized her place quite a bit, and she's got that's a nice picture actually. Very nice picture indeed. And a wedding ring. Oh boy. Oh boy. She's newlywed. Or was going to be. Until she went on her mission. She's got a Rubik's Cube too. She's got a couple of Rubik's Cubes. I guess I should just read her stuff, huh? To Matthew. Hi, Matthew. We've been studying organism 119. Please find attached scanning electron microscope image, which appears to show pilus formation. We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell line with organism 119 and perform irradiation experiments with flow cytometry. Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get the department to look at the STEM image, or SEM image, I should say. All right, attachments. Okay, well, that's certainly something. Hey, Soshi. It was great to see this image. Wow, yet more complex life on Europa. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to read that. Might be worth looking at as it survives very high levels of radiation here on Earth. Similarly, we should consider looking at blah blah blah. Blah blah produces pill in response to radiation, and uses them to transfer DNA, or pili, I should say. Perhaps your organism uses a similar mechanism. Have you considered that organism 119 is transferring or scavenging DNA as a method of surviving radiation? As you well know, in terms of radiation, Europa receives 5.4 sieverts per day, over 300,000 times the level on Earth. The organism must have evolved such a high resistance to radiation as a necessity of survival. That said, the radiation beneath Thermomacular is much lower due to the thick ice crust. Radiation experiments with flow cytometry sound like an appropriate course of action. Hi, Matthew. We have attached an image confirming that organism 119 attaches to human cells. We'll proceed with the radiation experiments on these cell lines. Propose naming organism 119 Europa radiophilus. What do you think? All right. Hi, Matthew. We've now run the radiation experiments and can confirm that E. radiophilus does indeed seem to confer resistance to radiation. See attached. We assume survival is due to DNA damage repair. We tagged various DNA repair enzymes with GFP and have found that DNA double-strand break repair is occurring. See attached GFP images. Okay, so they found a cure for radiation, I guess. Hi, Soshi. Something's amiss. We don't know what is performing the repair. The lab doesn't know how this could repair DNA. Have you considered that another organism may be in a symbiotic relationship? Perhaps a virus? We ran a PCR on the human cells exposed to E. radiophilus to see if there was a virus present. We have discovered an unknown virus which we have named unknown Europa virus. Gel electrophoresis image attached. This is phenomenal. You need to sequence this. We finished sequencing it. Data attached. It's a virus unlike any we've ever seen. Maybe we have found a cure for sentience? A form of biological immortality? We are running some long-term tests on planets and mice to see the effects. Or on plants and mice. Planets. Yeah, we're going to test the entire planet. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. We don't have the facilities here to continue testing. We are going on to human testing. We're going to see ourselves as subjects. It's the only way to accelerate progress. What? Really? You're going to test it on yourselves? You're kidding me, right? Well, that's usually a recipe for disaster. So that must have been because they were being controlled by Tom, and Tom's like, hey, you know what? You guys should totally try that on yourselves, because I'm a robot and I can tell you what to do. She's got her violin here. Very nice. She's a violinist. Is this the same thing? What's the impartation? In some ways, immortal relationship. Okay, what is this? So what is it that you found then, Soshi? Chris. We found an extremophile organism that can live in extreme conditions, that survives massive doses of radiation. Radiation damages DNA. The extremophile has a virus living inside it. The extremophile scavenges DNA from other organisms, which the virus uses to repair the extremophile's damaged DNA. Essentially, they work together to survive in what is called a symbiotic relationship. So what's the implication? What does it do? In some ways, it is an immortal relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but that ability is limited. This organism can repair damage caused by massive doses of radiation. If we could harness this power, we could potentially eliminate biological aging, what is known as sentience. Senescence. I think that's how you say that. So you found something that could make humans immortal? Not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage. It would not save you from trauma, from brain damage, from cardiac arrest, etc., but it could potentially cure cancers and many genetic diseases and massively increase life expectancy. Alright, so they found the Fountain of Youth, as always. As always, we're back into the Fountain of Youth stuff. The immortal drive to find immortality. Am I going the wrong way again? I am going the wrong way again. I always get turned around. Alright, onward. Well, let's see what Chapter 3 has for us.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
Less risky, yeah, well, see, now he's fighting for his own desire to be in space, or to, you know, he's fighting for his own desire to be human, I guess is what it's coming down to here. Push to activate. Oh, just gave me another one. It gave me, no, it just gave me the one that I already had. Okay, that's strange. All right. I guess that can be destroyed, and that's, or it can become unretrievable, and that's why you have that to retrieve it again. Okay. Sure. So I guess I come over here. So I take that, and that door is open over there, so I can just shoot this over here, right? But this door is not open. So what do I do for that? I would have to grab I have to grab this thing again, right? So, obviously this needs to get shot over there at some point. But I need that door to be open, so how does that door open? If I do that, what does that do? You know, why I mean there's power going to these doors, so why are they not open? Let's take that off of there for a second. Oh, I see. So when the power is removed from it, that door's open, but then you need to power on it to... Oh, I get it. I know what to do. Alright, so we just come over here, and we just drop this down where it's going to fall on that, right? Then we walk through that door, and we grab this guy, which will cause that to fall on that, open the other door, and close this door, and then we can use that. Indeed. There we go. Awesome.